With TCG Pocket players rising by the thousands every day, we have to address the most important part of the game, which is the RNG aspect. Yeah, we know RNG is basically the backbone of the game. It gives us good days and it gives us bad days. But to what extent, really? Have you ever put a thought to it? This video is to demonstrate all of the true RNG aspects of the game. Alright, so one of the first RNG aspects of the game is the Wonder Pick. This is a pretty useful feature in the game where you can pick 1 out of 5 cards other players, including your friends, have randomly drawn from a pack they opened previously. More on that later in the video. This feature is not bad because it's just 1 of 5. Most times you can get what you want. And also you can use it to fill out your card decks, which is pretty nice. Still can't get the Venusaur EX though. Next up we have the pack pulls. The most important part of the game, as this is where we get new cards to better our decks and improve at the game, or to show off to our friends. I prefer the second choice. So the core concept of pack pull involves 2 things: the pack selection, being regular packs or rare packs, and the card selection. Regular packs have a 99.95% probability of being selected, while rare packs have a 0.05 probability of being selected. When a rare or regular pack is chosen, cards are drawn from that pack's specific pool. Regular and rare packs have a different card pool and drop rates. Before you do a pack pool, you can just click the little thing in the corner and you can see the probability of getting all that cards in that specific pack. It's also possible to get duplicate cards, which sucks, but yo, good luck getting that god pack. Battling is another major part of the game. This is where you can participate in either single or multiplayer battles while receiving rewards and leveling up. Upon starting a game, there is a coin flip which determines who goes first. This can drastically affect the outcome of any game. For example, there's the Mystic cards which can give you a massive advantage. Next, 5 random cards are selected from your deck which you use to start the game. A red card could also be used against you, which randomizes your stack even more but gives you 2 less cards. Multi-energy decks are also random because there is also a chance you only get 1 energy kind from the multi-energy pool. Happens more times than you think. Rest in peace, Dragonite. There's also Misty, which I mentioned earlier, which flips until you get tails and gives the energy equivalent to the amount of heads you've gotten. And also Moltres, which does the same but only flips 3 coin always. Drawing cards is also randomized. Well, not really random since your stack is predetermined as you enter a match, but somewhat it feels so because you don't know the composition of your stack in the first place. There are also cards in the game that can pull a random card from your deck. There's actually surprisingly a bunch, with there being Professor's Research, the Team Galactic Grunt, Pokemon Communication, Pokeball. This can be random somewhat but depends on how much basics you got in your deck. There's also some cards with the ability to randomly pull cards from your deck, with that being Caterpie's Find a Friend, Combie's Call for a Family, and Meowth's Payday. Again, not really random since your stack is predetermined, but it kinda is random because you don't know what's next. And also, there's various cards that show you a little about what is next up in your deck. We also gotta address the attacks in the game. Like, it feels like everything got some flips. In fact, there are 83 cards in the game where the damage or status you've given your opponent is managed by whether or not you get heads or tails. Say for example, Executor with 80 damage from heads and half that from tails, or Ghastly's surprise attack. Yeah, really ironic when you get tails. All I have to say is that with rank coming in a few weeks and RNG taking a big part in the battles, it's going to become a matter of luck and how you progress. Because some of the meta decks include mostly RNG. But hey, it's a card game, there's nothing that can eliminate that about it. Yeah, there's some skill in the game, you gotta think what to do next and implement your own style. It is also what makes it exciting because you're always gonna wonder what's next. I've gotten a lot of wins and also a lot of losses because of it, so I'm alright.